Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. Today, I'm going to start a new chapter that is noun. Children, this is the easiest and most important chapter of English grammar. So, today we are going to learn all about nouns. What we are going to learn in all about nouns? We are going to learn its definition, different examples, and kinds of noun. So let's start. Children, we will start with few examples. Let me say a sentence. John went to his home and ate sandwich. So what is John, children? It's a name of a boy, or you can say a person. Home. What is it? It's a name of a place. And what is sandwich? It can be a name of a thing. So, children, what are these names? What are these things? So, let us learn. What is a noun? A noun is a word that names a person, place, thing, or animal. Just now we have named a person, that was John. A place, that was home, and a thing, that was sandwich. So children, whenever we name any person, place, animal, or thing, it is a noun. Let us see few more examples. First is people. Who is she? From the photo we can know she is a girl. Her name is Anita. So Anita is a name of a girl, children, so it will come under the category of people. Next is places. Children, can you see so many trees are given there in the picture? So what do we call where many trees are there? It can be called as a forest. So it will come under the category of places. Next is animals. Elephant. So it will come under the category of animals. Children, in animals, birds can also come like sparrow, peacock, crow, manna. It will come under the category of animals only. And the last one is things. So any non-living thing will come under the category of thing. It is a mobile phone. So children, just now we have learned that a noun names a person, place, animal, or thing. In short, you can say noun is a naming word. Children, can we see few more examples? First, let us see for person. So, what can come under person? Man, Anne, girl, Steve, child, grandma, grandpa. All these things will come under the category of a person. Next is place. Paris, city, school, home, Asia, space, and kitchen. Everything will come under the category of place. Next is animal. Dog, cat, whale, lion, bee, bull, and lizard. Children, can you see? In the category of animal, birds and insects will also come. And the next one is thing. Book, pencil, apple, flower, disease, shoe, and cap. They will come under the category of thing. Now next is kinds of nouns. So children, today we are going to learn 5 different kinds of noun. First is proper noun, second common noun, third is collective noun, fourth is material noun, and the last fifth one is abstract noun. So let us learn one by one with the help of examples. First is proper noun. Children, what is proper noun? Proper noun is a specific name, or you can say particular name, which is not general. So proper noun is a specific or particular name given to a person, place, or a thing, even animal. Like examples are also given. Person is Emily. Emily is a girl of a name, so it is proper noun. Suppose I will write only girl, so we don't know which person we are talking about, which girl we are talking about. So it will not be a proper noun. Just now we have learned that proper noun is a name given to a particular person, place, animal or thing. So person is Emily, place is Seattle, or a thing is teddy bear. See children, in thing it is a toy. We can clearly see that it is a toy, but we have named it teddy bear. So it is proper noun. And suppose you have any pet animal at your home, say a dog. You can give him a name Bruno. So Bruno is a proper noun. Let's see common noun. Common noun is a common name, or you can say general name, used for a person, place, animal or thing. See children, I have taken the same picture. In the previous picture, the name of the person was Emily, but here we have written only girl. So it is common name, any girl. So it is common noun. Place. In place I have written city. Any city. So it is common noun. And again the third one is toy. You can talk about any toy. So it is a common noun. In animal you can either write dog, cat, lion. When you are not naming them, then it will become common noun because they are in general. Children, there are few differences between common and proper noun. Let's see. Read the following sentences, then think about the difference between the two nouns. So, first example is given, he is a nice boy. Children, do you know which boy we are talking? No. So, it is a common name. It is a common noun. But when we are writing, he is Ahmad, then we will come to know that we are talking about a particular boy whose name is Ahmad. So it is proper noun. So here boy, it is a common noun, and when we are giving him particular name, when we are talking about a particular boy or a person, then it will become proper noun. So Ahmad is proper noun. And children, here one more thing I want to tell you, that in common noun we use articles, indefinite articles like a or an, like a boy, an orange, an elephant, a city. And in proper noun, either we can use the or no article. Like with Ahmad, we will not use any article. Like India, America, we will not use any article, but there are some proper nouns where we can use the, like the Times of India, the Ganga, the United States of America. So children, there are few places where we can use the, and we will not use any article with proper noun, and with common noun we can use a or an. Let's see few more examples. Common nouns are given there and you have to write proper nouns. Children, you can write on your own also. Like man, you can write any name of a man. Your father's name, uncle's name, brother's name, teacher's name, anyone else. Victor Hugo and Walt Disney. In mountain, Mount Kilimanjaro or Mount Everest. Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Pacific Ocean. State, Minnesota, California, Kerala, Maharashtra, Jharkhand, Bihar. Country, United States, Australia, America, India, China. Building, Empire State Building. Cat, buttons, fluffy, website, English grammar revolution, or also you can write www.youtube.com. Now next kinds of noun is collective noun. So children, from the name only you can tell easily that collective noun means it is a collection of people, thing or animal. Children, we will not write about place. Why? Because we can collect people, animal or thing at a place. But can we collect, people, animal or thing we can collect. But can you collect place at one place? No, it is not possible. Can you collect India, America, China, Bhutan, Nepal at one place? No, it is not possible. But it is possible to collect people, animal or thing at a place. So collective nouns means It is given for one word that names a group of people, animals, or things. Like, what do we call a group of soldiers? An army of soldiers. What do we call a group of ducks? A team of ducks. And what do we call a group of keys? A bunch of keys. Let us see a few more examples, children. First one is a bouquet of flowers, a vat of notes, a bunch of keys, a basket of fruits, and the last one is a forest of trees. See, children, in collective noun also there are few rules. Since collective nouns name one group, the verb is singular too. Like when we are writing the crowd of peoples, children, you can think that crowd of people means many people, many persons. So it is plural, but no, when we are talking about collective noun, it is one, like the crowd of people. So we are talking about one group. So here we will use singular verb. The crowd of people waves at the movie star. Next example is the class. So again you will think in class so many students are sitting. But class, we are talking about one group. So we will use singular noun, singular verb. Like the class reads their books. Reads, it is singular verb. When we are talking about classes, plural, then we will use read, plural verb. But here class is collective noun, so we will use singular verb. The class reads their books. Next one is material noun. So children, what is material noun? Material noun is a substance, a material, or an ingredient we can see and touch, which is used for making things. Children, many students get confused here that whatever non-living things are present, they all are material noun, but it is wrong. So don't get confused here. What is material noun? It is a substance from which things are made. So all non-living things will not be material noun. Let us see with an example like gold, coal, wheat, rubber, etc. So material noun are usually uncountable noun. Let us see an example. This window is made of glass. So window is common noun, but glass is material noun, children. But suppose I am writing the glass is made up of plastic. So glass is again common noun and plastic will become material noun. Material noun become a common noun if there is an article before it, like the glass. Just I've given an example. The glass is made up of plastic. So glass will become common noun here and plastic will become material noun. Why? Because with the plastic the glass is made. And one more thing is given here, or the noun is in the plural. Like glasses. Again I can give the same example. The glasses are made up of plastic. The glasses are made up of steel. The glasses are made up of wood. So wood, plastic, steel, they all will become material noun and the glasses will become common noun. Let us see more about material nouns. Input is termed as material noun. Like input is plastic. With the help of plastic, you are making something. And what is the output? Like chair, toy, glass. Many things can be made for plastic. So input is plastic and output can be many things. These chairs are made of plastics. It is wrong. What can you write? These chairs are made up of plastic. Now, we can see a few more examples. Can you see the pictures here, children? The chair is made of wood. Chair is common noun. And what it is made up of? Wood. So wood will be material noun. The cup is made of gold. Cup is common noun. And what is material noun here? Gold. And the last one is blackboard is made of cement. Again, blackboard is common noun. And cement will become material noun. Now, what is abstract noun? This is the last one, children. Name of anything which can neither be seen nor be touched but can be felt is called abstract noun. Children, we have learned proper noun, common noun, collective noun, and material noun. So those things, when we were talking about any man, animal, or thing, or a collection of anything, we could touch them. But what is abstract noun? We cannot see or touch them, but it can be only feel. They are known as abstract noun. So how will you change from a common noun to abstract noun? Let us see. Common noun is brother. And what is the abstract noun of brother? Brotherhood. Child, childhood. Friend, friendship. King, kingship. Leader, leadership. Man, manhood. So children, it is very easy to make abstract noun from a common noun. Let us see four more examples in the sentences. We have to get at the truth of the matter. Children, what is the common noun of, or you can say verb of truth? It is true. Mary isn't the type of person who gossips. So, gossip is again abstract noun. Third one is people lost faith in banks. Faith is abstract noun. She will defeat them. Defeat is abstract noun. Fifth number is I was delighted at the news of her success. Again, success is abstract noun. And the last one is they laughed at my idea. So idea is abstract noun. So children, can you see truth, gossip, faith, defeat, success, and idea? You cannot see or touch them, but you can either listen to them or feel about them. So children, we have learned nouns, so many examples and different kinds of nouns and their examples also. So I hope you all have understood what is a noun. That's all for today, children. Thank you.